All right, these are this was one Duroc Barra and then two Duroc Gilts. This is the 42 liter. They would be March 10th born red ones, and they're a partner litter with our good buddy Braden Bowers there in Wisconsin. He sent a few sows down here, and this is one of our first litters out of those three sows that they've got down here, and this is a good litter of pigs, and I think these should feed extremely well. They're sired by Swing Your Sword, which Swing Your Sword is the Olsen boar that's done a tremendous job. We lost him way too early, but those hogs have been very, very good in terms of selling-wise, but feedability on them is probably the best. The Olsen boar, just a very, very good boar that's done a great job, and too bad we lost him. Mother's a low-key. Here's the deal. That would be a gilt that Braden showed. We got her from Kyle Husson family. He showed her last Louisville. She was 4th overall D1 there at NJSS. So low key, here's the deal. So this is we're going to start off with the male pig. This is 42-1, and this pig here is one that has stood out from the start. These pigs have been out of the nursery a whole week, I think, or 8 days maybe. But in the nursery, this pig always stood out. He is heavy bone, opened up, really neat looking in his head and neck, with great back shape, good proportions in terms of just being not a quick round one, but his body proportion, length, and frame size is good. He's heavy structured. He's opened up off both ends of his skeleton in the right amount of muscle pattern. I think this pig's going to feed good. I think he's going to feed for that October, potentially the November setting, but one that I'm very, very high on. I've got a lot of confidence in, and I think that's going to be an incredibly good big one. As he looks awesome now, but I think he's got a very bright future. The next one, we're going to get into the two gilts. 42-3 is the gilt. She's the smaller of the two, but one that looks a lot like her mother. Those who liked her there at Louisville, really sharp about her head and neck, level in her top line that offers some shape and muscularity, still square underneath. She's one that I think is going to be better as a big ring kind of a gilt because that elevation and look up front, but she's very square underneath. Angulation up front's good. Her hip and hind leg works and is flexible, but she's got enough stretch in terms of being able to go to those heavier weights and bigger weights and be very good there. I think a gilt that's going to be fun to feed, and like I said, better every day. As a big one, I think she's going to be awfully good. Lot 6 is going to be our final gilt in the 42 liter. And this is the gilt she's the bigger one of the group and of the setting, but she's one that offers that shape and muscularity you like to see. She's not too tall and big. She's still a muscular gilt for having that kind of elevation. She's good looking like her sister is up in her front end. She's heavy boned in terms of her forearm and her hind leg. As she goes away, she's square in her hock. She's got that extra shape and muscle. She's one that's probably going to be ready just a little bit quicker than her sister, but I still think she lasts a while. She gets into those, as a breeding gilt setting, she'll last into the fall, no question at all. Probably get into those. Both of these gilts could get into that Western regional kind of deal there in California and be big enough in their type and kind to be big ring kind of gilt. So very good litter here we own with Braden Bowers. They're the 42 litter, lots 4, 5, and 6.